Chairperson of the STIAS Board of Directors, members of the STIAS Board of Directors present, Director of STIAS, Stellenbosch University Rector and Vice-Chancellor, members of the STIAS Program Committee, Stellenbosch University colleagues, STIAS Fellows and colleagues, members of the media, friends, and neighbors of STIAS. Good afternoon and welcome to the celebratory family meeting. This gathering is about close family and friends. We are here to pull our positive energy together as we prepare for a much bigger celebration in about 2 months' time. In your invitation, you may have seen the words reveal and soft launch. That is exactly what we are doing today. Revealing the visualization of the concept Nobel in Africa, announcing the official launch of the Nobel in Africa Symposium series. Today also marks the beginning of the countdown to the official launch, which will be accompanied by an enthusiastic public relations drive. In Africa, before we send word out about a wedding, families gather to bask in the beauty of the occasion. We fire ourselves up. We burn impepo and ask for blessings upon our efforts. We pray mabudede bumnyama kuvele ukukhanya, makube khosi kubele. Let there be light. We remind ourselves that in this family, we can do anything we put our minds to. And this is one of those events. We are pulling our collective energy together. Usually a white flag goes up in the bride's family home to show the negotiations were successful and that a celebration is imminent. A few minutes from now, you will see a flag just above your eye level. Sometimes relatives ask whether a color scheme for the day has been determined. There's usually no agreement because one auntie likes yellow while the other one prefers pink. We have kept to a simple color scheme in this family, as it shall be revealed to you soon. We are here to say to our neighbors, you will soon see the smoke. You will soon smell the aroma of sorghum beer brewing. You will soon hear the African drum beating, the women ululating, and the children practicing their dance routines. The uncles who spent months, sometimes years, laying the foundation, negotiating, getting the necessary resources together, planning, leading, they usually have a few nuggets of wisdom to share from the process. We have lined up not one, not two, but 4 such uncles this afternoon. First up is STIAS Director, Uncle Edward Kirumira, who will do the reveal, share a few words about Nobel in Africa, and announce the official launch date. Then we will hear from Stellenbosch University Rector and Vice-Chancellor, Wim de Villiers, who will talk about the partnership between STIAS and Stellenbosch University. Then we will have the founding director of STIAS, Bernard Lategan. He will propose a toast to the partnership and to the Nobel in Africa initiative. The chairperson of the STIAS Board of Directors will have the final word before we enjoy a bite and drink. I request that the speakers come up one after the other and to please keep it short. Over to you.
Thank you very much. Noloyiso Mtembu is the STIAS Communications Officer, and so she's the pathfinder. She goes ahead and makes sure that the dew is beaten on the path, and then the anchors can come. And I have the privilege of being the first anchor, and being in that case, the anchor that makes sure that all the anchors speak the same language. but not necessarily that you do succeed in that role. But for tonight, we are beginning the journey that gets us to events that we've been looking forward to for a long time. The STIAS Initiative, the symposia, should have started in 2020. But because of COVID, we've been postponing and postponing, but now we know that it's going to happen in October. So what we're doing, and we like the metaphor of the family meeting is by Noloyiso. So we thank you for bringing that concept of the family first sitting and consulting, and then working towards the official launch. So this is really to get all of us into the mood and to be the ambassadors that go out and say, there is something happening on the 25th, but that is going to happen on the 25th is not just going to be an event, it's going to be a series of events. And we're lucky that the Wallenberg Foundations have agreed to fund us for the next 7 years to hold these symposia. So every year or every symposium will be bringing at least 60 of the renowned scholars, South African, African, international, for a whole week, and we'll be celebrating. So we're really excited in that respect, and thank you very much for coming to be part of the family, and therefore to be part of those that are going to welcome the individuals that will come. But on that day, I'll also welcome you. So please make sure that we're there. So it's really to emphasize that this is part of the overall STIAS vision of advancing scholarship across disciplines, and we're happy that we have fellows in residence that represent that vision of interdisciplinarity. It is also focused on Africa. STIAS is situated in South Africa and on the African continent, and that's something that we should always emphasize, that it's not just having fellows here, but it is demonstrating the place of Africa in the scientific conversations. And so the focus on Africa is a vision that then bring the rest of the international to STIAS. And this is epitomized in our STIAS Isolomso program, where we bring individuals, early career scholars. So far we have scholars coming from 16 African countries, and we're counting. The third part of the vision is providing an independent space where innovative ideas and original thinking can and does thrive. It is a creative space for the mind. And so this is a space that challenges and pushes boundaries and disrupts individual and collective thought. So we've had individuals that have come here as philosophers and have left as historians. And that's something that we really pride ourselves in, and so it is in that spirit that we bring the larger international into perspective. So Nobel in Africa interprets and takes this vision forward. And the logo that we're going to inaugurate today is designed with our conviction that Africa is a place for innovation, Africa is a place for science, and Africa is future-oriented. We're not so much about the problems, but what the problems teach us, and we learn from them, and how we can celebrate the future, and actually even celebrate the problems, because they're learning curve. So the initiative is a partnership, is a joint partnership between Stellenbosch, STIAS, the Nobel Foundation, the Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences, the Knut Alice Wallenberg Foundation, and a very, very strong partnership with Stellenbosch University, for which we also celebrate this beginning of this journey. And thank you very much, Vim, and I've seen Eugene. He looks a bit, he looks more relaxed. So we're here to proclaim the 25th of October 2022, when we will do the official launch. So as Nolo said, you know, we usually gather around a glass of wine and then say, how do we plan? And sometimes for the aunties, how do we conspire to make sure that the uncles don't say no? So it is with this that I would like to unveil the Nobel in Africa logo, and then after that invite the Rector, Vice-Chancellor to make his remarks. So as we said, it represents Africa as a place for innovation, Africa is a place for science, and Africa is future-oriented. So this is going to symbolize the initiative starting in October, and it will coincide with the first symposium of physics, and then next year in October we'll have chemistry, and in 2024 we'll have medicine and economic sciences, and then we'll do another 4. We're trying to work on bringing in the Nobel Peace Prize and also the literature, but let's first start with the physics people, and I can see Hendrik putting on a smile, and so they also have that task of saying, you know, the Nobel Foundation made a right decision. So this is going to be it, and that is going to be flying as we continue to look at. But this is a partnership. Without Stellenbosch University, the initiative would not happen. And on this note, I would like to invite Vim to make his remarks. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Edward. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here this afternoon. So this is a fantastic occasion, and what a beautiful logo. We're extremely proud of this. And what a fantastic initiative. And as I'm the most junior of the 4 uncles who are addressing you this afternoon, but nevertheless, I'm very proud as Rector and Vice-Chancellor of Stellenbosch University to be able to do that. I'm also proud as a South African and an African to be able to announce this launch of the Nobel in Africa. It's a significant achievement for not only our institution, but for our country, welcoming the world's most renowned platform of innovative achievement recognition, the Nobel Foundation, to our shores. And it fits in very, very nicely with where we position Stellenbosch University to be as a leading academic and research institution in Africa, and in partnership with STIAS, with the Stellenbosch Institute for Advanced Study, really embracing the opportunity to partner in such a joint, and so this is unique milestone, and I'll say a little bit more about that. But with the prestigious Nobel Foundation, the Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences, the Knut Alice Wallenberg Foundation, a series of 8 symposia, so they've committed to 8 symposia over the next 7 years under the flag Nobel in Africa. From the 24th to the 26th of October this year, finally, it's going to happen. COVID's, or at least that part of COVID is done, and that's why we have this celebratory soft launch. It must be, I must say, it must be the largest soft launch I've seen in a long time, because we've been expecting this for such a long time. But really to showcase advanced research and the proud scholarship that we have to offer on the African continent. And as was said, the inaugural symposium dedicated to physics. We already have, I believe, a number of Nobel Prize winners in physics that have committed to come here. And then, as was also said, it will initially focus on 4 areas, which is physics, medicine, chemistry, and economic sciences, and that we will also have, that there will also be an attempt to bring Peace Prize winner for peace and also literature. And we've had some Nobel Prize literature winners here at STIAS over the last number of years. So, but each symposium will also include, and that's important, that's why it's also good to see a number of members of the larger family here as well. Outreach element in the program involving engagements with universities and various research institutions in the Western Cape and across South Africa. It will also form part of the program. So a little bit more about the university and its association with STIAS. We're very proud of this unique partnership. We respect the world-class leadership and the autonomy of STIAS. It's Bernard, kudos to you for your role as a founding director. We recognize that this partnership is encouraging independent and innovative thinking, and it's really growing. It's brought much mutually beneficial value to our university and also to STIAS. It's the first institute of its kind in Africa as an institute of advanced study, and it facilitates cutting-edge research and caters for many disciplines of study and always encourages the cross-pollination of ideas, not least by having people eat lunch together. So, and excellent food, I must say. So, and this is, I'm also especially proud that Stellenbosch University, in partnership with STIAS, will then be the first institution outside of Scandinavia to host a Nobel Symposium on behalf of the Nobel Foundation. Can I repeat that again? Yes. The first institution outside of Scandinavia to host such a Nobel Symposium, thanks to this very special grant by the Wallenberg Foundation. And it speaks to what Stellenbosch University represents. We are indeed, we're very proudly African, but not in an exclusivist sense. We believe in the potential of Africa. We believe in what our continent can offer as a leading contributor to the global research community and as a producer of new, groundbreaking knowledge. Because we believe that good ideas are universal, science knows no borders, and we are really pioneering new African thinking that's appropriate also for our uniquely African challenges, while adding value to global innovation and ingenuity. We have research for impact as a strategic theme. It's a research that's locally relevant, regionally impactful, but that is globally competitive. And we believe that we can, as Africans, that we can offer much in terms of experience, insight, and perspective. And this is so wonderful to be part of this ongoing dialogue. So, Stellenbosch and STIAS, they have a crucial role with our particular focus on Africa and our long-term commitment. We take pride in the academic integrity of our university and the quality of our qualifications and research, and also our good governance as a world-class educational institution. And we're very proud of this initiative, and we're very proud to be able to partner with STIAS in this. And thank you very much, Ed.
Okay, now the talking has been done and now the fun can start. I would ask you to charge your glasses for a toast on the future success of the Nobel Initiative, and make sure that you're ready to join me. This is the start of a new adventure for STIAS. And while we are doing that, we should remember ourselves where it started. It was driven by two deeply held convictions. Firstly, the unashamed, bold, I would say relentless promotion of scholarship in Africa. The second was the unapologetic, even more relentless pursuit of excellence. The first made it possible for us to build a platform where scholars in Africa could engage with their counterparts from all over the world on an equal footing, and made it possible for STIAS to continually expand its footprint and all over the continent, and we will do so in future. And the second brought us the recognition of the global pinnacle of scholarly excellence, which is symbolized in and solidified by this special partnership between the Nobel Foundation and STIAS. For the future success of the initiative, it would be crucial to keep this twofold focus clearly in mind, and not to be distracted by all kinds of sideshows of glitz and glamour and Nobel laureates walking all over the place. The success of the initiative will be measured whether we retain this twofold focus, and whether it will be measured by the substance of the research results from this initiative. And it will be measured by this continuous commitment to excellence in all that we do in this initiative. So I ask you to raise your glasses.
We're waiting for the glass.
Pardon?
It's coming. We're waiting for.
Oh, they're waiting for the glasses.
It's
Some of these uncles are very slow in the uptake. So let's raise our glasses. Well, let's make sure that everybody is ready for this. Okay, it seems we are ready. So, to Nobel in Africa.
Nobel in Africa.
May I invite the chair of the board of directors, the governing board, and the one that guides us in the policies and runnings of this place to please speak to us.
Firstly, I was delighted to be referred to as an uncle. My family refers to me as a great uncle nowadays. So, and on the birthday of my twin grandchildren, it was a big surprise. Thank you very much indeed. I think everything has been said. I just have a couple of comments, if I may. Just to say, Hendrik, the first symposium will be on physics. Now, my relationship with physics stopped at the end of my second year. I realized if I was going to graduate, I better get rid of this. Hendrik, so I will not be an appropriate guest for the physics symposium. I want to reiterate what has been said. This really is a truly significant initiative, first for South Africa and for Africa. There are many platforms of scholarship in South Africa which STIAS recognizes and acknowledges and admires. I do, however, believe that the Nobel in Africa initiative elevates this one further step by associating South Africa and Africa in general with the Nobel Prize brand on the continent. It's something quite very special. I also, if I may be so bold as to say, I believe that STIAS is uniquely placed to, and is the right institution to bring all of this together at this stage. You referred to it, Edward, create a space for the mind that bridges disciplines. I think Wim referred to the lunches here, which are quite something. Whenever I get invited, I accept the invitation. And I think particularly, and here in collaboration with the university, the nurturing of future generations of scholars through the Isalomzo program qualifies us very much to be entrusted by the Nobel Foundation with this role. I think, as has also been mentioned, it creates a platform for bringing and feeding back, and a platform that presents a huge opportunity for greater interaction with the world for the next 7 years, Edward, and 8 symposia, and hopefully something after that as well. Clearly, these things don't just happen by chance, and a huge amount of time and effort has gone, by many people, has gone into bringing us to where we are now. Obviously, the Nobel Foundation, for their generosity in accommodating us and together with us launching this. To the Wallenberg Foundations, you've mentioned them, Edward, and particularly Goran Zonberg, who's been involved for a long time. To the university, thank you very much. The relationship with the Swedes has become a lot easier since you came along, and the level of cooperation has also increased dramatically, and I think contributed largely to what we have seen now. And then Bernard, the founding director, Hendrik there, who succeeded Bernard, and Edward and Christoph. I haven't seen Christoph, is he here?
No, he's under the weather, so he's trying.
To Edward and Christoph and the team, well done, and congratulations on a remarkable achievement. Edward, I think, spoke of you as disciples or as ambassadors for the Nobel in Africa Initiative. And to remind you of this obligation that you have, there is a goodie bag, I believe, for each of you. Okay. A goodie bag for each of you to take along to remind you of the obligation that you have and to remind you of what will be taking place in October. So please don't forget to pick one up as you leave. Have I left anything out, Edward? No. So that's it. Enjoy the afternoon. Thank you.